Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are doing very well. Before I start my talk, I would like to thank and commend the TherapeuTalk on all the efforts that they're making towards their cause, which started as a WhatsApp group, and then it's now expanding its wings and growing rapidly, offering online platform on Facebook with an excellent team, including all the excellent speakers who are sharing their invaluable experiences with us all, and everyone joining hands together and working for a single cause, which is improving the quality of our lives. So a big hand to all of you, TherapeuTalk and the team. So this is yet another session, part of the same objective that we all are following. Um, I must, you must know, like, I just need to give a short intro of myself right now. My name is Muniza Ali. I am a self-development and relationship coach, master NLP practitioner, and timeline therapist. And today, what we're going to talk about is welcoming 2021 with open arms and with more empowerment and thriving and not surviving. So I selected this topic specifically because of how the year 2020 went with all its challenges, Corona, and all the problems that we faced, and how it affected all of us, and how it changed the world so rapidly in every single term. So to start, I would like to first, let's try to understand what do we exactly mean by surviving and thriving. What do I mean when I say I am surviving? Uh, to start, it means to continue to exist or live, especially in spite of danger or hardship. But this is just the definition of surviving. If I want to dig deeper, what exactly surviving is, then I would say that if you're living in a mindset where we are living, like just when this part of my life is over, or just when these things are being done, or just when I get there, then my life will be better. Or if, there was a time in my life where I was living like, I had small kids, I had all the challenges in life, and my mindset of going through the day was, if after 15 minutes this would happen, then it will be done. After 15 minutes my kids will get fed, task is done, then I am relieved. If my kids go to sleep at this time, my life is good. If I go through this day without any incident, then my life is good. Just passing the day somehow, believing that somehow the time that is coming will be better than what I'm going through right now. This is called surviving and not thriving. I like just this whole mindset is a survival mode. And let me be very clear that survival mode is the very, very basic instinct, or we work on the value system. There are progressive values that as human beings we evolve, and we progressed since the day we were, the caveman ages. So the survival mode was the very basic one. They were surviving. They were operating on survival instincts, which was to just let the day go, making the day work for only today, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll see what happens, after few days. This was the survival mode. So what we want here to do, after the humanity has evolved so much, we have all the capabilities, we have all the understandings, we have all the learnings that we need to know to not to live in that mindset, and evolve and grow and move towards the thriving mode. So how do you know that you are surviving? Yet another example would be that if very truthfully, at the end of the day, if you're feeling exhausted and just happy to have made it through another day, you are stressed and you're worried, then you are surviving. Keep in mind again that survival is the basic value system of a human being, which was for cavemen, not for today. Now, I will explain a little bit more on what survival mode is. Exactly are you doing to identify if I am surviving or I am thriving? I will come to thriving part later on. So, number one, choosing the path with the least resistance. If you are choosing the path which is most comfortable for you, which is least resistant, then you are operating on a survival mode. And what do I exactly mean by that? Some people say that, it's good that we are choosing the least path because it's working for us and it's comfortable. It's not that, because if you dig deeper, if you evolve, if you think like an evolved human being, you will see that, the more effort you put into something, the more results you will achieve. So the amount of effort, the amount of uncomfortableness that you put in a task, the more productive results you will have. So if you are choosing the path of least resistance, you are surviving, you're not thriving. That is not the right choice to have. Number two, if you're experiencing lack rather than abundance, for example, I don't have this. Only if I had this, I don't have enough resources. Why is this happening to me? If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like I needed that to do that, only if this would happen, then I would be happy, or I would feel accomplished, or I would be in a much better position in my life. This mindset, when you're feeling lack rather than abundance in your life, if this is the mindset of, or if this is what you go through in life, then you are operating on a survival mode. Number three, you are reacting rather than responding. Now, there's a difference between reacting and responding. Reaction is immediate. Reaction is without thinking. Reaction is, for example, if you are afraid of a spider and if it is in front of you, what do? That is a reaction. It's instant, it's immediate. However, responding is very different from reacting. Responding is being mindful about what your reaction or what your action or what you're about to do will affect you and your circumstances and your situations. If you're unable to do that, if your reactions are instant, then you are surviving and you are not responding. So be very, very sure, are you responding or are you reacting? Number four, if you are complaining and blaming others for your circumstances. We've talked about this in our last talk. I think I have talked extensively about what is the difference between cause and effect. This is part of that. So you have to understand, you have to push yourself to come towards cause. You have to take charge and ownership of the problem and think, how can I change it? How can I do better? How can I make it work? What can I do differently to change my circumstances, to change the problem, to change the point of view that I'm having right now, to change the pain that I'm feeling towards it? So if you're complaining and blaming others for your circumstances, you are surviving, merely surviving. You're not thriving. It will not make you happy. Number five, feeling inauthentic and stuck. After the whole day of surviving, doing everything you could, making it till the end, if you feel there's a lack of inauthenticity, you're not good enough, you're not doing enough, and you are stuck in a situation where there is no escape, you feel that, this is what I have to live with each and every single day of my life, then you are surviving. You are not thriving. So keep in mind, am I going through these thoughts? If these thoughts are there in your mind, then this is a survival mode that you're operating in. Number six, fearing failure and viewing it as a sign that things are going wrong, instead of seeing it that it was a necessary part to go through it because it will help me grow, it will help me to go towards my success. If you're fearing failure and viewing it as a sign that things are going wrong, it's again a sign of surviving. It's again, you're operating on that level. You're not operating on a higher level, which is thriving. So now let's discuss what thriving means, because I'm sure now by now you have understood what exactly is survival means, because uh, there are some areas or some times in our lives or some points in our lives where we say that I'm a survivor and I will survive this. So you have to identify what exactly survival means. If, for example, a cancer patient is saying that he is a survivor, so these were all the things that he had to go through each and every part of his all the throughout the day. He had to fight through all of these problems because he was facing all of these problems, and he was the one who was making one day at a time. He was surviving, he was trying to get out of that situation because it was a drastic situation. That is how you survive a calamity. That is how you survive a big destruction or big big problem in your life. So I think we should also change people who are fighting battles. We should not tell them that they are fighters. We should also tell them that they are survivors and thrivers, because combining both will only make you go towards your goal, will only make you reach your accomplishments, your purposes in life. So let's see what thriving means. There's a shift in there's a difference between the two mindsets. So according to Martin Seligman, he says that thriving involves the following. Number one, you have when you have positive emotions. In We all know that life we will always have problems. We will always have set of trials. This is the purpose of our being here. We are sent here on this earth, and doing whatever we are doing for the trials. We will face challenges, we will face problems each and every single day of our life, every part of the day. So during all those circumstances, during what we're doing, if our mindset is like we are having positive emotions, then you are thriving in that problem area, in the center of the storm. If you are having positive emotions, you are thriving. I know emotions are good, emotions are there for us, emotions are an essential part of our life. We are an emotional beings. We I mean, at the core of everything, there is an emotion. We buy things on emotions. If we have to buy anything, for example, grocery, there is an emotional need attached to it. If you're doing anything, all our tasks, all our actions are based on emotions. At the fundamental root of it is an emotion that drives the action. So emotions are essential part. And then we have negative emotions and positive emotions. We're not saying that emotions are bad. Emotions are very, very good for us. And these are the emotions are the ones that we can take charge of, and we can make them work for us instead of them working on us. So you have to identify if the emotions are becoming negative emotions or if they are becoming a positive emotion. If there are negative emotions, why do we call emotions a negative emotion? A negative emotion is an emotion that will be affecting you in a negative manner. For example, anger. If I take anger, anger is a very good emotion. It helps us survive. It helps us in many circumstances in our life. But if the same anger, if the same emotion is becoming a pain for you, if it's becoming a threat to you and the people around you, then it is becoming a bad emotion. Same goes for sadness, same goes for fear. Fear is a good thing. If we have fear, we stay away from danger. But if that same fear is limiting you from going out there and reaching out to your best potential, then it's a negative emotion. It has become bad. Similarly, guilt is an excellent emotion because it allows us to repent, and it allows us to to redirect our life and to think about what we've done and make corrections in our life. But if that guilt is there, which is constantly becoming a pain and is limiting you and is affecting the quality of your life, then it has become a negative emotion. You have to work on it. So we have to see that all the emotions that we're going with, that we're feeling, that we're suffering, is it a good emotion or a bad emotion? So if you're feeling positive emotions in life, then this means you are thriving. There is no time for negative emotions. Let go. Put all the emotional baggage at the side because it's not doing you any good. It's not good for you. Let's focus on what we have. Feel good about it. Feel energetic about it. So if number one sign of thriving is that you are experiencing positive emotions all the time. Then second thing is engagement and flow. What do I mean by engagement and flow? Engagement and flow. Sorry, hello. Okay. So engagement and flow, I mean that there is a part in your life that you are truly focused on, that you are giving 100%, you are in the zone, you are feeling it, you are doing it, and you're totally engaged in it. You are doing it, and it's not just a one time thing, it's a constant journey. It's something that you do each and every day. That's something that energizes you, that inspires you, that makes you feel good about life, about world, about yourself. If that is something, it could be anything. It could be spending time with your kids. It could be going out, working on yourself, working out, being healthy, anything. But it should be not because you have to do it or you have to make it till the end of the day, so this is how we have to do it. If you're doing it with this energy, with this passion, and it at the end of the day you feel satisfied and you feel happy about yourself, that you did it, and you did it at your best, and you did it how you wanted to do it, and there will always be a room for improvement, and tomorrow I will do it better, then you are thriving. Then you're not just merely surviving. Then comes if you are having positive relationships. I know that being a relationship coach myself, I know relationship is a complicated thing, but I'm not talking about that part of relationship. Relationship means, I take relationship into different levels. Firstly, there is a relationship with yourself. How are you with yourself? How is that relationship going? Just sit down for a while and think about it. How are you doing with yourself? How do you behave with yourself? What do you think about yourself? How are you treating yourself? How is that relationship going? So work on that. Then once you are good with yourself, positive, you that is why there are all the quotes about saying love yourself and feel proud and feel good and this and that. It's first realizing that first and foremost you have a relationship with yourself. Once you know who you are, once you know how you operate, once you know what kind of a person you are, once you know what are your needs, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, then only will you be able to move forward. Then only will you be able to help others and create that positive change that you want to see in yourself. It all starts from within. This is what we mean by all the quotes that we see, that the change starts from within, the change starts from you. Is because first you have to understand, what do I need to change, where do I need to work, what do I like, what are my values, what are my beliefs, what is my purpose in life, how do I operate, how do I see this world, how do I see relationships, how do I see physical health, how do I see this, how do I see that. So know yourself first, work on yourself. So This is my first, hierarchy, in my hierarchy of relationships. This is the first relationship with yourself. And when I say that, when you're thriving, you are enjoying positive relationships, is you're enjoying yourself. Then it could be any relationship with your work, relationship with your situation, relationship with your environment, relationship with your loved ones, with your family, with your friends, with everything around you. If you are feeling positive about those relationships, then you are thriving. If the mindset is like, oh my God, these are my kids, I have to provide for them, I have to work for them, and you are doing it just like a task that you have to check that this is done, I'm good, then this is not this is not thriving, this is surviving. You're surviving on a daily basis, and this will not give you any fulfillment in life. This will not give you any achievement or happiness in life. So work on that. If you so I'm sure you are, although it's a very very detailed topic, but I will touch base on each and every one just to make you understand holistically how it works. Then comes meaning. What do you mean by meaning? I want to ask all of you who are listening, do you have a purpose in life? What is your purpose in life? What do you wake up to every single day? Is there a higher purpose that you're working towards? Everyone should have a purpose. Why you were sent to this world? Why were you put in that role? Why are you doing what you're doing? This will define your purpose. Look at yourself, look at your life. Look, once you know yourself, once you know who you are, you will be able to identify your purpose. And I truly believe that every single one of us are sent in this world with a purpose. A person who doesn't have a purpose will not have a fulfilled life, because he doesn't know where he or she is moving towards. Every single day is just a set of mundane tasks that he or she has to do. Otherwise, it's not taking him anywhere. So there is definitely, it's very, very important to have a purpose in life. And I will talk about purpose and goals later in this, towards the end of this talk, because 2021 is all about setting purposes and goals in life and starting afresh and starting new, becoming a new you. So it just can't be surviving, living day to day, going through whatever coming your way. It can't be like that. You should be working on a purpose, on something bigger than you, something larger than life, and that is what will give you the energy, give you the positivity, give you all everything that you need to move forward and enjoy life. We are not here just to struggle. We are not just here to face trials. That is an integral part of it. We all know that that will always be there. There is not a single person on this earth who hasn't have his set of problems or his share of struggles. Everyone does that. Everyone have them. Even the most richest of people and even the most happiest of people have them. Trust me on this when I say this. But it's all about the mindset, how they look at it, how they live their life. Do they operate on a survival mode or a thriving mode? And that is what makes them who they are. I always say that uh, uh, we are the result of all the choices that we have made in all our lives. It's not on anybody else. If you look back at your life, it was all you. We made a choice to be unhappy. We made a choice to be happy. We made a choice to react in a certain way. We made a choice to avoid certain things. We made a choice to take the opportunity, or we made a choice to let go of the opportunity. We cannot blame it on anyone. It was at the core of this, we are a product of all the choices that we've made so far in our lives. And if we want to change that, we have to learn from the past choices. We have to learn from past mistakes and change our choices. We have to, if we want a better result, if you're not happy with right now who you are, what needs to be done is to learn from all the past choices and change them so you can be changed, so you can become what you want to be. That is how it works. Then lastly, on this thriving situation, if you are feeling accomplished, if you're feeling accomplished, then you are thriving. And what do I mean? This is very, very important, and this can only happen if you have a very clear, good, powerful purpose in front of you. If you are moving, if you feel that every single day you are moving towards your purpose, you will automatically feel accomplished at the end of the day. You will automatically feel powerful, satisfied, and fulfilled at the end of the day. As I always say, your today should be better than yesterday, and your tomorrow should be better than today. This is what we have to work on. This is what we have to always see. Is my today better than yesterday? If yes, very good. Keep working at it. Do what you were doing. Be better at it. Keep improving. So if you are feeling accomplished, then you are thriving. So now I think the question arises that why do we survive rather than thrive? Because most of the people, if we see in life, we are surviving rather than thriving. Why do we do that? In I'm so sorry. Whatever I have learned, studied, and experienced in my clients as well, there are two reasons. One is the fear. Fear is being afraid or scared of stepping into our brilliance and facing the unknown. Pata nahi kya hoga. I don't know what will happen. I'm afraid. I'm scared. That keeps them thriving. That keeps them to jump into things and experiencing new things. This fear of unknown, that is one major reason to survive. The second is habit. We are very comfortable with all the uncomfortableness that we have created. We don't want to change that. We are stuck in a routine which is kind of working for us. That is why we don't want to change it. It doesn't make you happy, but you see that it's working for me, so it's fine. So these are the two things that keeps you from thriving. One is fear, the second one is habit. We have to change these two things. You have to have the courage, you have to have that energy, you have to be you have to have that excitement to put yourself in a situation and see what happens. Probably you're going to get good results, and what if you don't get a good result? That will become a learning. There is no failure, there is only learning. There is only feedback. There are no failures. So let's learn from it and jump again until we reach there. Let's make that a habit instead of always being in an uncomfortable position, and be comfortable with that. So let's try to change that. So now I would like to discuss a few things very, very quickly. How can you move from surviving to thriving? What are the ways that we can do that? There are very proven, effective ways to do that. Everyone can achieve that. We can also, everyone can. But the only thing that it requires is our 100% commitment, whatever it takes, our belief in that it will change and it will happen. Otherwise, it will, if you do it half-heartedly, not believing in the process or not believing in whatever other people are saying, or you can hear thousands of motivational talks and you can take thousands of courses and everything, but if deep down inside you yourself are not willing to change, nothing will change. So the first and foremost part of moving from surviving to thriving is the acceptance. Accept that you are operating on a survival mode, and that you need to move on a thriving mode. You need to do better, you need to make changes. If you are not accepting that, if you are negating that, if you're in a denial mode, you will be where you are for the rest of your life. Trust me on this one. Because in our area of work, we don't take clients who are not ready to accept. We don't take, we tell them right away, sorry, we can't help you because you are not willing to change. And it's not like a magic wand that everyone has, that magic spell that we will do on you and instantly everything will be changed. No, the change comes from inside. That need to change comes from inside. It has to be so powerful that it gives you the ability, it gives you everything that it needs to become what you want to become. So number one, acceptance. If you are already on a thriving mode, I appreciate that. I commend you for that, and bravo. You're doing what is required. I'm sure you're doing whatever you're doing is working for you. But if not, please accept that. If any part of you is telling you that I am surviving, I'm on a survival mode, maybe that is the reason of your a part of you that is not fulfilled, that is not happy, that wants to do more. So let's work, then identify that, and then we'll work on it. The second thing, which every single time, whenever we have a talk, whenever we are uh, thinking about changing ourselves, is gratefulness. It is such an essential part of our lives that we just cannot deny it. I'm so I feel very sad when I see people taking gratefulness into something like, it's okay, but I'm thankful for what I have and it's all right. It's not this attitude. Gratefulness is supposed to give you empowerment. It's supposed to give you hope, courage. It's telling you to move on. You have everything. Go. Yes, exactly, Amna. Acceptance is gratitude. You accept, then you look around and you become grateful. You see how empowered you are. You see how many things do you have in your hands, and there is nothing to be that sad or that worried about that you are right now. So with all the resources and all the positivity and all the things that you have already have in your life, use them to your advantage. How can I use it to my advantage? How can I take everything and use them so I can become what I want to, so I can achieve what I have always wanted. We always see our problems in a four-wheel vision, which is like this. We have to expand our vision to the peripheral vision. Look at the bigger picture. Whenever you look at the bigger picture, you will be grateful. And whenever you are grateful, you always look at the bigger picture. You change your way of seeing things. So instead of seeing things like this, see things like that. Expand it. Look around. Look from the top. See what you have. The problem, you will see that the problem is here and you will be focused here only. Expand it. Look around it. All around it. What are you blessed with? What strengths you are born with? What support system you are living with? What qualities do you have? You will be surprised to see that you have so many qualities in yourself that other people would die for, but you are not acknowledging it because you are not being grateful about it. You haven't looked at yourself in that manner, and once you look at it, now use it as a resource. Use it as a resource to get to your goal, to achieve your goal. This is what being grateful really means, not just realizing, oh, thank you for having, I'm so thankful that I have kids, I'm so thankful that I'm married, I'm so thankful that I have a roof on my head, I'm so thankful that I ate, I'm so thankful that I have a family, I'm so thankful that I have my health. It just doesn't stop here. It's one step further than that. Having a family, having a good health, having a roof on your head, sleeping on a good mattress, having kids with you, having an education that you had, having the kind of personality that you had, having all the strong traits in your personality. It's not just about being just saying that you are thankful. How can you use them? How can you use them as a resource to get what you want in life? That is what being grateful is. That is how it empowers you. That is how it helps you. And seeing the feeling resourceful will only come from gratitude. So this is very important part of 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 going on that journey. Then comes very important part is, please, I cannot stress that enough. Make yourself a priority. If you are well and you are empowered and you are emotionally healthy, then only others around you will grow. Otherwise, it will not happen. It's As I said before, it's all starts from you. As a mother, you are the one who is releasing that energy. Think about it. Is that energy positive? Think about it. Is that energy energetic, motivating? Is that energy helping other people to grow with you? Or is that a negative energy? Where, even in a workplace, if you're working as an employer or an employee, what kind of energy are you emitting? What kind of a person, if a person is sitting with you, how does he feel after he leaves you? Does he feel motivated? Does he feel happy? Does he feel just sad? Does he feel that, life is nothing? Why are we here? It's full of struggles. What is our purpose? It gives us no motivation. What kind of a person are you? You work on that. Work on your personality. Work on your emotional health. Work on your physical health. People should see you as an inspiration. People should see you as an aspiration, and not someone to take a life lesson from. This is very important. You should become someone who other people, if they look at you, they see, and they feel that, oh my god, if she did it, I can also do it. This is what I need to do. This is what I want to become. This is how I want to do things, instead of, oh, don't do this because she did that. So I have a lesson from her life not to do this. I have a lesson looking at her life to avoid doing that. Don't become like that. Become an inspiration and aspiration for your kids, for your loved ones, for your family, for your environment, for your co-workers, for everyone around you. You should be that person. So work on it. Every single day, your goal should be, you should be a better version of yourself, an upgraded version of yourself every single day. And this needs constant work, constant improvement, constant thrive. That is what it takes. Then another way how you can move from survival to to thriving is to identify areas that need to be worked on. This is very, very important, because again, it is all related to knowing yourself, spending time with you. You are the only one who can tell what needs to be worked upon on yourself. Are these emotions? Are there emotions that you're struggling with? Is there an emptiness that you're struggling with? Is that your health? Is there something that you need to do? Is career pulling you down? Are your relationships affecting you? What is that area? What are the areas that you need to work on to make your life better, to have a more fulfilled and empowered life? So identify that as a first step. I will show you how do you work on that towards the end of the video. Then most important, then at every point I'm saying most important, because all these points are very important. So bear with me if I say that most important. So another point is to let go of all the past, let go of the emotional baggage. If holding on to it tightly with yourself is giving you anything good, by all means, hold them more tightly. But if it's not, it's time to let go. It's time to travel light. It's time to just take it all out and throw it out of the window, because it's not doing you any good. It's not giving you anything good in life. Please accept it. Accept that letting go will only help you. It will only help you in becoming a better person, in enjoying life, in living the moments, in enjoying all the things that God has blessed you with. So please let go of all those emotions. Work on your emotions. If there is anything that you need help with, please make yourself a priority. Go ask the experts if you cannot find it out, if you cannot see the direction, if you don't know how to work with it. This is a great platform full of experts here. We are all here to help you. Seek help. There is no shame in seeking help. We have all been there only after seeking help. For why were prophets here? why were other leaders here? And why are, I mean, we need their assistance, we need their help, we need the direction, we need to ask a person in a specific field who is an expert, who is identified that this is the problem, and once we have realized that, this is not this, I just cannot work it out, I just can't understand how it will work, go and seek help from the expert. And at this point in time, the world is at a place where at a click of a button, the help is right there. And if you're not doing that, and if you're still suffering, then it's on you, only you, nobody else. You cannot blame, you cannot point fingers, you cannot make it as an excuse. It's all right there in front of you very quickly. So once you make yourself a priority, you will know where exactly do you need help. Seek that help. Please do that. There is no shame. I have seeked help, and I still do seek help. Whenever I feel emotionally challenged, I go to my coach. Whenever I feel troubled with something, I go to the person that I want to seek help from. I go to my mother, I go to my coach, I go to my friend, I go to the expert, I go to a psychologist, I go to the doctor, I go to the health professional, whatever. Just get it out of the way, clear it, and go ahead with it. And just empower yourself. Why are you letting it be? Just, I have seen so many people saying, log kya kahenge, what will people say, what will he think about me, what will they think about me? Who are these people, and why are you prioritizing them so much? Are they important than you yourself? Will they be there when you will be crying alone? Will they be there when you're facing challenges? No, nobody will be there. Nobody will take charge. Nobody will do anything. You are the one who has to. So take that step. Put that shame and put that fears away. Take charge of your life and take a step. Work on yourself. Make yourself a priority. Do whatever it takes to help you live a fulfilled, happy life where you are satisfied, where there are no regrets. So please do that. This is one of the things. If you're doing that, then this means you are thriving and not surviving. Then another point is to take care of your physical body, take care of your health, exercise, eat healthy, make a routine, stick to it, because mental health, emotional health, and the physical health, they go hand in hand. If one thing is not operating properly, the other automatically will get disturbed. So if you're thinking that I exercise and I have good eating habits and I have all, I follow everything and I do yoga and I do meditation and I do this and that, and your emotions are all out of place and your purpose in life, your values inside, you're conflicted, this means that you need to work on this now. You are not you are not feeling happy or fulfilled because that cycle or that flow is not smooth. You have to make that flow a smooth one, where the energy is able to flow in all of those areas very, very smoothly without any blockage. In the same way, if you are working on your emotions, you're happy, you've dealt with all your limiting beliefs and your fears and your depression and your everything, but your health is not working properly, you're not focusing on your health, then again you will be at a point where you won't be able to enjoy your life fully, where you won't be able to you won't be able to get a life that is giving you fulfillment, that is giving you happiness, that is giving you satisfaction, because that one part that you're ignoring is now affecting you. So it all goes hand in hand. It's all like this: emotional health, physical health together, they will make you whole. This is what you this is what will make you a better you together, hand in hand. Please recognize that. So don't ignore your emotional health and don't ignore your physical health as well. Go to the doctor. Don't delay it. If it needs to be addressed, go address it. Get it done with. What are you waiting for? I always say, if you want to start, now is always the best time to start. Start now. Don't wait for another hour or another day or another minute. Make that decision, get done with it. Take that steps and move ahead. Don't wait on it. Then comes now that we've talked about, if you briefly, like if you are thriving or striving, now I will like you to ask yourselves, what is your purpose in life? All of you, write your purpose in life. What is the higher purpose? What is that one thing that you are doing in your life? What is your main purpose? Then once you have identified your purpose, you will set a goal. But that purpose is the highest reason to live. And it should be the one where every single day when you're waking up, you look at that purpose and you ask yourself, am I getting closer to my purpose, or am I getting, am I failing? What have I done today to help me get closer to my purpose? Every single day, mindset should be like that. Your purpose could be anything. It could be to become a better mom. It could be to become, to create a change in this world, or to become, to create awareness in the society, or it could be to to become a better version of myself. It could be that. It could be anything, or it could be like, to make my kids the best in the world, or to educate someone. Any purpose, but there should be a purpose in life, higher purpose that is driving you every day, that you're living for, that tells you that this is the reason I am here in this world. So you have to have that purpose. Without the purpose, we are merely animals who are just waiting for our lives to end. That is it. Who are merely surviving, who are eating, sleeping, just taking care of our physical needs and ending the day. We are not creating anything big. We are not creating a shift. We are not moving towards something bigger. So we have to do that. What I will do is, Amna, can you share that wheel of life that I shared with you? This is called a wheel of life. This has, I think, everything that we have in our lives. You can create your own wheel of life according to your own preferences and what you want to work on. But if you see, there are parts like personal growth, contribution to society, environment, recreation and fun, romance and love, family, social friends, health and fitness, finance or wealth, business, career or studies, self-image, spirituality. These are all the areas that a human being usually has. You can redefine that wheel of life according to your own preferences. For example, you can just wipe that business wala part out and put kids in it, or yourself in it, or beauty, whatever works for you. But you have to have a wheel of life. Create a wheel of life for yourself. And then if you see, there is a number which at the center of the wheel there is 0, and at the end there is a 10, number 10. So what I want you guys to do is to, for each of these areas in life, I want you to score yourself. How are you doing on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being the best and 0 being the worst. So once you do that for each and every area, you just score yourself. How well are you in that part of your life? What this will help you do is, this will help you to identify which area in your life needs to work on at this, the most. So you look at that chart, you look at your scores, and then you make a goal for yourself. For example, if I say that in personal growth I am at number 7, let's say, and in let's say in spirituality I am at 4, let's say. So this means I need to work more on my spirituality, although I need to work more on my personal growth as well. But 7 is a good number. So in spirituality it's less than 5. It's not even, it's below than the middle level. So I will work on that, and I will make a goal for myself regarding spirituality. For example, if it's the environment, and in the environment I am at number 2, so it will hit me, and I'll realize that I'm not doing anything for the environment. I need to work on it. So how can I do that? And I will make a goal with regards to the environment. If it's recreation and fun, if it's really low, or if it's at 9, I would say that, I am spending a lot of time on my recreation and fun. I am spending like 6 to 8 hours on just watching Netflix or
तुमने खा ली?
watching. Sorry,
हाँ?
huh. So on recreation and fun, if I see that, my number is at 9, so I need to take some time out of the recreation and fun and put it somewhere else. So I need to rework on that. If my romance and love is at 2, this means that, I need to work on that. I need to spend more time. I need to find ways where I can create that romance and love in my life, because it's at very low in the charts. Similarly, if the family is at around 6, it could be that, the family is at 6 and recreation is at 9, or personal growth is at 6, but your most highest priority is family. So you will see and you will set a goal that how can I improve in that area, what actions are needed to improve in this certain area of my life. Similarly, if health and fitness is there and health and fitness is at 4, I will still see that, health and fitness is not that much big of a deal. Still, I need to, my priority is my family, and I need to take it to 10. How can I take it to 10? What are the steps that I can take to achieve that, to get to that fulfillment level? So this is basically all how you create a purpose, or how you create a goal in life. You can create your own wheel of life. You can eliminate the areas that don't concern you and put yours, or you can add to it if you feel that there is something not there. You create a wheel of life for yourself, then you score each and every area, and then you see that where exactly do you need to put work in, and how much do you need to put work in, and then you plan it out, that what are the actions that need to be taken in order for me to reach to a higher level in that specific area. I hope that is understood. Amna, that is, I think that is it. You can take this off. I'll quickly move on to the last part. Last but not the least, I will again tell you, set a goal. And now that you've seen the wheel of life and seen how you create you see that where exactly do you need to put a goal on. You set a goal for yourself. I would say set a goal for each and every area of your life. Set it up, then you take the top 3. What are the 3 most important areas that you need to work right now, which are most important to you right now, and then we'll work on the other ones. So once you're done with all the areas, pick out the top 3. Then out of those top 3, pick out the top most, the one which you want to start with, and then you will achieve the second one and the third one, and we'll go so on and so forth. So at the end, while you're making your goals, just one more tip, which is whenever you're making goals, I think I have already discussed it in my previous talks also, make your goals smart. Whenever you're working on your goals, make sure that they are smart. It makes a lot of difference by just making a random, goal, or making it smart. Making it smart makes it looks like, it's in your hands and you can do it. It's very much doable, and I will do it. How do you make it smart, and what do I mean by making goal? A smart goal is, it's an acronym, it's SMART. Whatever goal you have, you see that it has to be specific. Let's say, for example, I say that I want to be happy. Now, is that a goal, that I want to be happy? No, it's not a goal. We have to understand that there is a difference between a state and a goal. A state, happy is a state. I can become happy right now. All I have to do is think about the time when I was happiest the most. I go back at that time, I feel what I felt, I hear what I heard, I see what I saw, and I will come into that state, right? So this is a state. You do not have to, or your goal should be different from your state. If you want to say that, I don't, uh, my goal could be like, I want to work on my self development, and I will be a better, just vaguely I'm saying, I want to become a better version of myself. Let's say this is the goal. Is this specific? Following a smart rule, is this specific? No, it's not yet. I want to work on myself. I want to be a better version of myself. How specifically? What are the areas that you need to work on yourself that will make you a better version of yourself? Now I'll make it specific. For example, I will say, I need to work on my anger, and I need to work on my, for example, let's say procrastination. I need to work on on spending more time with family. Let's say now this has become specific areas on which I felt that I'm not best yet. So I will lay out everything that makes it a better version. What are those things that will make me a better version of myself, which uh, if I'm done with those, will make me feel that I'm a better version. So make it specific. Then comes measurable. Is it measurable? Can I measure my self development? Can I measure the version of who I am right now and what I want to become? So I'll say that yes, measurable. How then I will say, how will you make it measurable? I'll say that I will be a better self when I am able to handle my emotions, when I am actually, I can say that when I'm responding and not reacting, or when I say that I have actually spent at least 2 hours of quality time with my kids, and when I am able to do all my tasks without procrastinate, without delaying them or without procrastination. So now it has become measurable. There is a standard to which I can measure my goal with. Then comes specific, smart, A, achievable. Now, achievable is something that only you know. If you were to ask me that, Muniza, is it achievable for you, only I will know that is it achievable for me or no. So I will say yes, it is very much achievable, because I know that I will work on it. I know that it working on my emotions can work and will work and can be achieved. And I will know that, this much of the time I can spend with my kids, a quality time, and I have everything that is in my mind that I want to do with my kids, that will count as a quality time and not as just spending time or sitting with them. So yes, it should be achievable. So I'll ask myself, is that achievable? Yes, it is achievable. I cannot have a goal like, I want to go to the moon. It's not achievable. Everybody knows that. It could be a goal. I always encourage people to think big, have big goals, because, but this, again, you have to see if it's a big goal, is it achievable? If it's not achievable, you will lose all the motivation in it. You will lose everything and you will collapse in the middle and you will not achieve that. You will not get there. So it has to be achievable. Then comes R, which is relevant. It can be realistic also, but achievable makes it realistic automatically. So what does R mean? R means it's relevant to you. Am I doing it for myself, or is anyone making me do it? Because this makes a huge difference. If I am making it for myself, if the goal is for myself, I will have that drive and that motivation until the end. If it's coming from me, if it's for me. If it's for someone else, if I'm doing it to make someone else happy, or if someone else is telling me to do it, then again, the level of motivation, the level of happiness that you will achieve, the level of fulfillment, everything will be dependent on him and not you, and the goal will not be achieved. So it has to come from you. It should be relevant to you. Then comes T, which is time bound. It has to have a time. It can't be vague, it can't be open ended, that I want to become a better version of myself. By when? You have to define by when. I have to have a time limit to it. Although self development, vaguely, it's a constant journey, it's a constant, it's a lifetime of a thing that you have to do. But however, I know that right now, in order to get here, I should have a time limit, so I can then again make a new goal to get here. Then I can make again a new goal to get here. So in order for me to get here, I should have a time limit attached to it. So for example, I can say by the end of December 2021, inshallah, I will be able to be doing this, 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 this. or I will be a different person by the end of June 2021. In those 6 months, what are the actions and what are the areas that I will be taking, and what areas I will be working on. And by 2021, I will see my results. And you then, this makes you accountable also. So accountability is, time is also giving you the accountability that by, if you have set a date, then you sit down at that date and you see how close are you towards your goal. Have you achieved it or not? If not, reset your goal, reset, make it smart again, and then work on it again. And you will see the difference. You will see that you have, if not achieved it already, you are very close to achieving it. So I hope that this, all of this has helped you greatly. I wanted to talk a lot and in depth with to everything. All these areas are the things that I just merely touched and went. These are all very detailed topics in themselves, but they were all very mandatory to be discussed and to be told. So I tried. I hope that it helped you, everyone, and I wish you, all of you, the very very best of 2021. And I hope that this is the best year of your life, and you all are thriving and not surviving in 2021. Wish you all the very best of luck. All my We are all here as a platform. We all are here to help each other and to elevate each other wherever we are falling behind. So with all much love and praise, all the very best to you, and thank you so very much. I will always be here if you need anything. If you need help with setting your goal, or if you need to help working on yourself, on emotions, on getting somewhere, you can reach me at my Facebook page is at Neurology Rewired on Instagram and on Facebook both. This platform itself, we are all here in this platform as well. It is an amazing blessing to have these kind of groups and these kind of platforms. You have no idea. I wish that I had this kind of thing when I was young, and when I had that zeal and energy, and I had that resourcefulness at my time, when Facebook was very, unknown, or WhatsApp was not there, or things like that. So be resourceful, make use of everything, and thrive, and just don't survive. Thank you so very much.